Hey, listen, I know you've made mistakes. We all have. Maybe you dropped out of school early. Maybe you missed that one opportunity that could have changed everything, but you didn't wake up on time. Or maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe you didn't get a chance to say something to someone who's not here anymore. And now you carry that regret around like it's part of who you are. But I'm here to tell you something. You are not your past. You can't keep letting those moments control you. Yeah, you messed up, but who hasn't? The real question is, what are you gonna do about it now? You can sit in that guilt, or you can learn from it and move forward. The past is just that, the past. It doesn't get to dictate what your future looks like unless you let it. Look, I know the temptation to stay stuck is easier, right? You convince yourself that because you failed before, you'll fail again. But that's a lie that you're telling yourself. Every single day you wake up is a new shot. A new shot to show up, to do better, to take control of your life. That opportunity that you missed, that door that closed, it wasn't the end, even though it felt like it. Maybe it felt like life was playing a cruel joke on you, like everything was set up to fail. But what if I told you it was a setup? Not for failure, but for growth. That setback was the setup for your comeback. Yeah, you dropped the ball before, but it's not about never dropping it. It's about picking it back up. No one gets through life without making mistakes and without regrets. But those mistakes, those missed chances, they didn't define you. What defined you is how you respond to them. There's no rewind button, no do-overs. But there's right now. There's this moment. You can decide right here to stop dragging your past mistakes like a weight behind you. You can decide that they're not going to hold you down anymore. You've got too much ahead of you to stay stuck in what's behind you. Think about it. You've already survived the worst moments. You've already lived through the stuff that couldn't break you. But you're still here. You're still standing. That means you got another chance. And don't for 1 second think that you're the only one who's felt like this. Everyone you see succeeding has faced their own failures, their own regrets, but they didn't let those moments define them. They used them, they let those mistakes sharpen them and drive them. That's the choice you've got to make. Are you going to let your past drown you, or are you going to let it push you to be better? The mistake you made, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is what you do next. Look, life doesn't hand out second chances. You have to make them. And the only way to make those chances is by deciding right now that you're not a prisoner of your past. You've got too much potential, too much to give to let your past define the rest of your life. Think about that person that you didn't speak to before it was too late. You can't change that now, but you can choose to live differently from this moment forward. You can choose to make sure that you don't leave things unsaid again. You can choose to be present in the opportunities that come next. It's all about what you do now, because trust me, one day you'll look back and realize that the only thing standing between you and your future, it wasn't your past, it was your decision to let it go. So here's what you need to do. Let go. Let go of the shame. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the belief that you're trapped by what you did or didn't do. It's a new day, and you got another shot at creating something better. You've got the chance to rewrite your story starting right now. You can either keep living in the shadows of what could have been, or you can step into what's possible for you now. You're not defined by where you come from or what you've been through. You're defined by the choices that you make from here on out. So make the choice. Stand up, move forward. Don't let your past rob you of the future that's waiting for you. This is your life. You survived the storms, and now it's time to rise above them. Small steps forward, one choice at a time. It's time to live like you know you're not your past, because you aren't.